All right, welcome back, everybody. So here we've got this Johnson 35 on our pipestone boat, and we're gonna try to get it running. Gonna spend a little bit of time monkeying around with it and seeing how far we can get. I My hopes are high, but at the same time I'm a realist, and I understand that it probably won't start because who knows how long it's been sitting. And but it looks to be in good shape. I mean, all I know is it's not locked up. It spins freely, but I haven't even opened the cowling to really look. I just pulled on the pull cord a little bit um, when I first got it, so that's about it. So we're in this together, so let's get started. Right, let's open this thing up. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, let's see. So I did already give the flywheel a turn with the pull starter, so I'm going to do the same. Ugh. It's pretty stiff. Okay. She does move this way. Not sure why the pull start cord is stuck. You little bastard. Alright, well, that doesn't work. That's okay. It doesn't need to work. Alright, so the condition of this engine is actually, like, just cosmetically, it looks really, really good. If we're just sitting there, this cowling is freaking top notch. I mean, it's kept everything out. I mean, look at this. For being as old as it is, I mean, I've seen way newer engines look way worse than this. So, and I know that it goes into gear. I was kind of playing with this for a little bit here. Let me zoom out. So right here, we got forward, neutral, and reverse. So let's go ahead and pop it into reverse. So it actually goes into gear, and then if you spin the propeller, it actually turns the engine over. And the same thing if I put it in forward. If I spin it the same way, now the flywheel turns the other way. So at least there's some gear engagement on this beast, this hog. 35 horsepower. This thing's gonna fly. I'm scared it might take off. Just like a freaking rocket. Straight into, the atmosphere up there. So here she is. Let's get working on it. Look, they're all disconnected, which tells me that they're all seized. Let's try. Yeah, that's stuck. Yeah, all these cables aren't moving at all. So there's that. We will probably figure that out eventually if we can get it started. I'm not sure if I have this old Johnson style fuel connection. I think the first thing we should do on any engine, from my experience, is do a compression test. So let's pop the spark plugs out and then see what kind of numbers we get. All right, I'm back with the old Pittsburgh compression test kit. Finest quality over here at Pittsburgh Automotive, if you know what that is. All right, let's take out these spark plugs. They're actually loose. Surprise, surprise. Somebody was probably tinkering with this. They don't look bad at all. Oh wow. Yeah. These don't look These don't look terribly bad. Let's see if we can get it to focus. What do you think? Seems fine to me. Okay. Probably this one. Yep. Okay. Grab our gauge. All right, now we got to figure out if we can get the thing to start with the starter, or at least a crank with the starter. So let's see if I can figure that out. God, we got some battery leads. Not sure what's what. Use 12 volt battery. All right, well. Okay, so this is positive. That's negative. So make sure you guys can see me. I'm gonna hook up this battery jumper box. So positive, and then negative. There you go. See what it does. What's the worst that can happen? It's not like it's gonna explode. Okay. With the override. There we go. Let's see if the push to start starts it. No. Oh, push to choke works though. I wonder why push to start doesn't work. It should work. How about now? Nope. That's pretty cool. Surprised that works. Okay, so that's all right. That's all right. We'll figure something out. Okay, so I think the problem may be in here, in this junction box thing. There is what looks to be a fuse missing, and also this relay. Look at it, Jesus Christ. It looks like something that was found in the Titanic and then they used it on this boat. It's like a relic. Look at the rust on it. I'm not sure if this thing even works. I will say no, but I'm sure we can figure out a way to make it work by, you know, connecting random wires to random things until something happens. So let's put a fuse in here. I think I have some of these fuses, and then we'll try again. Okay, so many of you might be wondering why I don't just replace this relay that is obviously broken. It's rusty on the outside. Who knows what's going on? It's all stuck and battered, this and that. The reason is that this is a free boat. We want to keep it as cheap as possible, and we don't even know, you know, the set condition of this motor. I mean, for all I know, it's going to have 20 psi of compression in each cylinder, so You know, why bother with it if it's completely toast? So I want to get we're like a doctor. We're gonna examine all the symptoms, and then we're gonna come up with a plan to bring this boat back from the dead. Right now, this one is just like it's on its deathbed. We gotta, you know, we're gonna use electricity via this electrical thing, and we're gonna just you know, clear that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it's gonna be. Then we're gonna, you know, cross Lake Michigan with it or something crazy. So here we go. All right, from my friends over at Bussman, we got a 30 amp fuse. I will toss in here. All right, you little bastard. Okay, never mind. This is the wrong size. Is that gonna stop me? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. If anything, there's no such thing as the wrong size. Am I right? You little bastard, get in there. All right, I think we got some sort of contact. Let's try it real quick. Oh shit, start this thing. Blah, 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 override. Okay. Let's crank this baby over. No. It's not cranking. That's cool. Okay, what's this do? All right, we got some relay issues. We'll have to jump some wires here on this relay. I think we can get it though. Yeah, we'll get it. See what we can do. I'm gonna go grab some pliers and some wires and maybe a coat hanger, and see if we can get it to crank. All right, let me get in this thing without knocking over the camera. Please stay put. So many of you are probably wondering, oh, Jesus Christ, this godforsaken thing. All right, okay, so back to this thing. What I want to do is power it up and see if I can work on jumping some of this stuff here. Pull that up. Maybe we can kind of jump some of these wires, especially on this relay, see what happens. Could be nothing, could be something. So let's do that. 12 volts. Okay, so we got 12 volts. And the old trusty metal wire, that should do something. Probably electrocute me. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, am I right? Okay. 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 What did that do? That didn't do much of anything. But I thought I heard something. Hey! Alright. Okay. This thing got hot, so that's fantastic. Alright, let's try to take this cover off here. Alright. How does this work? How do you work? It's loose. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes it easier. Good enough. Okay. See what happens here. We'll put the, let's see where I should put this. It's positive here. I can touch the negative here. There we go. All right, so let's do a quick compression test. Get you guys to see. Hold on. All right, here we go. A little sketchiness, but it should work. So we've got 80. 75. Looks like 75. Okay, let's try the other one. Okay, 75 is not horrible. I mean, it's not great, but for something that hasn't ran in so long, I feel like there's hope. I've seen worse. Okay, now let's do the other one. Okay, so we've got 80, roughly 80. So we're close. They're close to each other, which is good. Are they the healthiest numbers? No, but it's got compression, so that's good. Let's see if we can throw a little starting fluid in here. See what happens. I could test for spark first, but I don't feel like it. I feel like doing this completely backwards. It's just the way I roll. Do it the hard way, not the easy way. Actually, I was thinking about it. It really wouldn't have spark because there's no ignition. So should probably hook this up to the positive and negative terminals. I'll hook up these terminals here. All right. Negative to negative. Okay, you little bastard. Okay. Positive to positive. Easy enough. See what happens. All right, not much happens. Still not much. That's okay. At least now we should have power to whatever ignition wires need power. All right, I've devised a plan here. I'm gonna use this little jump box to jump the starter, and I got another 12-volt battery hooked up to the battery cables, which will hopefully give us ignition, which will hopefully give us spark, and we're gonna throw some spray in this thing. There. Woo. And hopefully it doesn't explode. There we go. Okay. No signs of life here. All right, let's check for spark here real quick. Okay, so one last thing I'm gonna try here to see if we've got spark. So I put a brand new spark plug in that I know works. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this wire. This wire goes to the coils here in the under the flywheel. So this is the kill wire. Gonna remove that here. My wrench. Okay, easy. All right, so now just in case she was grounding, we'll have this disconnected. Gonna give it the old zap here again. Let's see what we got here. All right. We've got, sorry if you couldn't see, she did not start. But the project will go on. Next week, I'm going to work on the exterior. I'm gonna try some different products. I got this stuff that I wanted to try just to see how it shines up. It's pretty faded. There's really no shine to this boat. So I kind of want to see what, what some of these products can do. So there's that, and also I'm going to patch up the hole that is right here, as you guys can see, and then since I've never patched up a hole before in a boat, that should be interesting. And then we'll spend a little bit of time on the trailer. So that's coming up next week. I appreciate you guys watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, just so you can keep up with some of my projects here. I sure do appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.